Saw the Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez undercard. And, if you've seen this thing, it's like, wow. The real issue there, it's not even the undercard itself, it's the price. You're expecting people to pay for this when there's absolutely nothing on that undercard that your typical boxing fan would pay for. Nobody's going to buy that thing, man. Nobody's going to buy that thing. It's what an undercard should be in the sense that you have some up and comers on there. But once again, it's not the fights that's the problem, it's the price. You're expecting people to pay $60 to $80 for just Tio and Rolly, I guess, and a couple of guys with no marquee value. It's lunacy. And it's like, well, I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking, but one thing I do know is people are not going to buy this fight. They are not. What it do, Michael Manning? What it do, Carlos? What it do, Real Talk? Soro, we out here. Round one, we out here. Punch, Pumpkin, what it do? Jay Flint. You guys got to have a go look at go have a look at the undercard of Lopez versus Romero, and it's like, who on earth are you expecting to buy this? Not Americans. Like, nah. Rolly versus Tio and Devin versus whoever is going to flop. Absolutely, Drew. Absolutely. Like, I seen that thing. I was like, yo, dog, I don't have the foggiest idea what they're thinking unless they're just operating out of necessity, which is like how it seems that these fighters want so much money, and this is the only way to get it to them. Put them on pay-per-view, cross your fingers, hope that people buy it, hope for the best. And over and over and over, they keep seeing the same. People are not buying this. They're not going to buy Lopez versus Rolly. And not for that undercard. Like, nah, dog. That shit is abysmal. Drew, what it do?
What's up, Jules? We're watching it all fall to shit, Jules. We're getting Ryan and Connor part of our subscription. Who in their right mind is going to pay for anything fucking of an American fighter?
It's like that's what drives the point home that you're literally getting. Look, Ryan and Connor is not an amazing fight, but those guys are both more popular than Rolly and Tio. So if Real Talk doesn't have to pay out of pocket to see them, why would he have to pay out of pocket to see Rolly and Tio? Tio coming off a loss. Rolly hasn't fought in over a year. Bruh, I don't know what's going to happen.
I looked up that fucking undercard, bro. That's a hot pack of ass.
That's a hot pack of ass. And, I saw that they amended some things about the Revival Act, and I'm like, this is what this fucking jackass is fighting. Oh, transparency. Because I guess you didn't know that TKO is a publicly traded company about the fucking transparency. It's like, boxing is just an unserious business at this point. That's all I could say. This is unserious. These are not serious people,
The Crystal Cock called us. He was on the grift the whole fucking time, Jules. The whole fucking time just grifting.
Well, he could be naive also, Drew. You know that he really wants to make a difference, but he knows that he can't fight worth a damn, so he can't make a difference that way. But he wants to do something, so he thinks he's fighting for the fighters that are signing to Zuffa, making more money than you.
Stupid ass bitch.
And then the Ted Cruz amendment says that the UBOs have to recognize the sanctioning bodies. It doesn't mean they have to fucking work with them.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? Recognizing the sanctioning bodies, it's like, that's a booby prize. Like, okay, we recognize you. We see you. But you didn't have to twist their arm to do that because, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Zuffa pay the sanctioning fee to the IBF? Yes. It was the IBF who chose not to take it. There was never a point like people are deliberately misconstruing what Dana White said so that they can feel right. All he said was, I don't want to work with y'all. That's what he said. And you know what? That's not a fucking crime either. Like, nah, he didn't want to work. He probably still don't want to work with y'all, but he doing what he got to do for his fighters.
No, it's like
that's free market capitalism.
Whenever
they want boxing
asks you to fucking bend over, and like you're the king, and you don't want to fucking bend over, so you tell him, "No, I don't really feel like it," and shit. And and that they're fucking now they're pissed off because you don't want to fucking bend over for them.
Well, what I hope Dana White does, and I really need to talk to him. Like, I need to get in contact with him because there is a way to work this situation. A lot of people enter the boxing space, and because it's fragmented, they don't really understand the power dynamic. And it's kind of like Stefan Espinoza, that you were never supposed to take your marching orders from Al. In all actuality, he was supposed to take his marching orders from you because you're the liaison to him and the people that are giving him a budget. So you were actually in charge more than he was. Word from you to the higher ups would have made a big difference, but you being a weasel and not having a backbone, not having a spine, you ended up looking like another PBC employee. So for Dana, okay, you're going to recognize the sanctioning bodies. You're probably going to end up doing more business with them. They need to understand that you're the boss. You guys don't pay for anything. You don't pay for testing. You don't pay for fights to happen. You don't pay fighters. You take money. So if you're relying on our money that we're providing to get paid, I'm the fucking boss. I want to see everybody from the World Boxing Council wearing Dana White t-shirts. On my birthday, all of you have to call and text me, okay? I'm the boss because that's what's not understood, that the sanctioning bodies aren't in charge of anything. You know that. Whoever
Does
provides the
Mauricio gotta
money,
get a cock ring?
whoever provides the money, that's who's in charge. That's the power dynamic. So Dana, if you're going to do business with these people moving forward and you need their champions and you need for them to sanction the fights, they need to understand you're the boss. They're not the boss. I don't kiss the rings on you. Why the fuck would I do that? I'm the one with the money and y'all the one that need it. Shout out to motherfucking Jay Flint. IQ, when did you notice that the sport is getting worse? Like, what generation? Seems like the standards just keep getting lower for the sport. When I first noticed it was in 2018. And I first noticed it because of, no, I'll say I first noticed it circa 2016. The first thing that I noticed was, okay, Carl Frampton and Leo Santa Cruz just had a rematch. And Carl won the first one, Leo won the second one, but there was no trilogy, and I thought that was weird. What else I noticed was when Peter Quillen didn't fight Matvey Korobov, even though Rock Nation won the bid. You literally saw a champion throw his belt in the garbage brazenly. Like, that was a brazen duck. You threw your belt in the garbage to later on fight for a secondary title via the WBA. What else? What was the glaring red flag was when Leo didn't fight Guillermo Rigondeaux, that they were on the eve of making that fight, and Leo out of his own mouth confirmed Golden Boy was making that fight, and Al Heyman told him not to take it. That's when I noticed the standard of boxing has declined, because you've got a lot of guys on that side of the street that are avoiding a lot of fights, and the media wasn't really calling them out on it, at least not boxing scene, because correct me if I'm wrong, Drew, they were owned by CBS at that time.
Yeah, boxing scene, fight hype. Zattel was nowhere to be found of the Ali Act back then.
Exactly. So when I first noticed that the standard of boxing, people in boxing used to do a lot of things for just the status quo, for appearances, that like, yeah, I got to fight that guy. You never had to beg Mike Tyson. You never had to beg Roy Jones Jr. You never had to beg Oscar De La Hoya. Really, you didn't even have to beg Floyd to fight his contemporaries. With Floyd, it was always a question of when. But in the previous era that preceded this one that we're in, that is now finishing, in that era and anything before it, you never had to beg anybody to do it because they understood, this is how I get paid. I have to do this because this is how I get paid. Whereas in this era that we're in, they found different ways to get paid. That's what it is. That cash injection from Al Heyman via Waddle and Reed, that created the imbalance, and now it's snowballed, because the inflation you see in boxing, believe it or not, it all goes back to that. That drove the cost of doing any boxing in America way up. That billion or $500 million. And, when DAZN comes into it in 2017, 2018, they were trying to keep up with that. You see, when you give Mikey Garcia $7 million for Jesse Vargas, when you give Jose Ramirez $4 million to fight Mighty Mo Hooker, when you give Golovkin, I don't know, $7 or $14 million for Sergey Derevyanchenko and Steve Rolls, they were trying to keep up with the inflation that had already took place. So you can pinpoint all the problems that boxing has now to that Waddle and Reed money, because they completely fucked that off, and there was no return on that. That money is not in circulation anymore. You burned it all. You know,
I was paying them dudes 100,000, 200,000 to not take fights, and here's this little stipend, baby. We'll make it on the back end on your next fight.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're paying Danny Garcia what 1.3, 1.5 million for the guys that he was fighting
Rod
at the time,
Salka. Fucking
Right?
Rod Salka.
when you're paying Leo Santa Cruz a featherweight, generally speaking, a 7-figure purse to a featherweight, that's actually not normal, because most people don't watch featherweights if you pay attention. So for Leo Santa Cruz to have been getting over $1 million for the fights that he was fighting in, it's ridiculous. And that's what set the precedent for what you see now. So when I saw the bid, Drew, that Devin Haney's going to get in excess of $6 million, I'm like, this is insane. That dude is not worth $6 million at all. This fight is barely worth $6 million, let alone for you to get that and then some. No wonder everything is a pay-per-view. When you're paying guys like this, yeah, it has to be a pay-per-view. How else are you going to get the money back? Worst part is, you're not going to get, like, bro, nobody's buying that fight. I'm telling you, nobody's buying that fight. Most of the panel, y'all do what you want because you're not content creators, so I get it. But the panel is a perfect example. Most people on the panel are not paying $60 to $80 for that fight. No.
I'm gonna buy that
The
fight.
Brits aren't going to pay for it.
Brim, Brim, you're an exception. I get it, but you know
but
what
you know
I mean.
why I'm an exception, though. Let's keep it a buck, and you said this before. There is an element of unknown because of what Keyshawn can do. Otherwise, I wouldn't pay for this fight.
No. Listen, Brim, the fight is a. I'll say, the fight is a quality fight, right? In the sense that Devin is a top shelf guy, Keyshawn is a top shelf guy. They both are, right? But just being a top shelf guy is not the indicator to put up the paywall, because before, a lot of top shelf guys fought all the time. Ray Mercer and Tommy Morrison was a fight between two top shelf guys. It was, but that wasn't a pay-per-view. That was not a pay-per-view. Now,
with this fight,
Jules,
wait, go ahead, Virtual. Go ahead, Virtual. So y'all keep talking. I know he's a commie, but you got to let him talk.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was talking. I wanted to talk at the same time. My bad.
Let me just say this, right? So the light bulb just went in my head, right? Since Devin Haney and Rolly Romero has been linked to having a fight earlier that fell apart, right? Why not just compare those two? Combine those two fights. Because look what happened. Look what happened if Teofimo had been, what was it, Rolly, and Keyshawn, demolishes Haney. Then you get that fight, and there's a backstory behind it. There's also a backstory behind, Rolly and Haney if they were win.
Look, I get that, but we're past that. You know why we're past that? Devin shouldn't be getting $6 and $7 million for Keyshawn. For Keyshawn, do you want that dude is getting close to $10 million, bro, and he's not a ticket seller.
Virtuoso,
he's gonna wave his magic carpet to do it.
That don't work, because you add both those fights together, the purses, the operational costs, that becomes a $20 million card, and that's not worth it with those fucking guys.
I'm trying to tell you, the real reason. But it would still, the operational costs would still be so much that, Brody, you got to sell at least $500,000 to cover this. You would, and you're not going to. Before I pass it to Undefeated, the main thing is that nobody in the industry is doing what they need to do, in the sense that, okay, Devin, so you won't fight for under $8 million, correct? Well, I guess you won't fight.
Bro, yes. And then $500K, that's like breaking even.
Let's not go too far, right?
Go ahead, Undefeated.
Let's not go too far. 2-3 weeks ago, we had a way bigger fight in Xander and Boots.
Yeah.
To this day, we still haven't heard about the pay-per-view sales. So can you imagine a smaller fight? Haney and fucking Keyshawn? Bro, that shit's gonna bomb.
Bro, that's just gonna get locked away.
You hit the nail on the head, Undefeated, because we know neither Boots or Xander got 6-7 million. Remember what Dan Raphael said? Dan Raphael said 6 million of the purse bid is going to Devin, but he's still going to get more than that because of his DAZN deal. So this guy's getting what, 7 or 8? 7 or 8.
Crazy.
And this guy don't draw like he does. He literally doesn't draw. Like, no, he doesn't draw. He doesn't bring in
Just
big pay-per-view
overpaid.
buys, and he doesn't sell tickets. But he's getting more. He's literally getting more than they got, than Xander and Boots.
Hold up.
That's
Are we saying Devin never sold tickets? I thought he did over 10 grand on his home.
no. Here's the thing. So Devin did a good gate once that I remember. He did a good gate once. I think it was over there on the West Coast. But you know what the gate was? You know what the gate was, though? It was about 1 or 2 million, Brim. It was about 1 or 2 million. So,
You must have given a lot of cop tickets.
now, for a perspective, Boots did 2 million in Atlantic City. Or for ticket sales, just ticket sales. He did 2 million. I'm telling you, these numbers don't make any sense. And the only reason it's happening is because y'all keep bending over backwards for these fighters. I wouldn't care if these were not pay-per-views. The reason I constantly harp on it is because, well, that's why there are so many pay-per-views. It's the only way to cover the costs. But who do they expect to cover it? They're not covering it. They want me and you to cover it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Out of here.
Undefeated.
I wanted to tell y'all
Yeah.
something because I just came back from the future and I wanted to let y'all know about a future thing that's gonna happen. Nico Ali Walsh will be signing with Zuffa by the end of the year, guys. So just get ready.
Oh, I'm ready for that, bro.
Oh, wow,
You think he
breaking
was?
news.
I mean,
That's,
like, no. Timothy Bradley called it to. A shout out to Timothy Bradley. He gave a good assessment of it. That guy wasn't over there for no reason. He's trying to get something out of this because they know, him and Amir Abdallah know, the bill is going to get passed anyway, bro. It was always going to get passed. You were never going to stop that. You're just trying to get something out of it, whether it's clout or a job, because you can't keep fighting, bro. They're going to fuck you up, bro.
I
You got-
got some bad news to tell you. Drew's gonna probably love this, but this right now, Nico Ali Walsh is looking like a Timu Colin Kaepernick. Just keep it real.
He does look like, I'm trying to place his face because he does look like somebody, but yeah, it's performative activism.
I didn't mean by look like as he looked like, but his movements. He
No,
looked
but
Okay,
you see, he
guys,
had
shut
the
the fuck
brand
up.
ready.
The thing is that it's performative
Yes.
activism because everybody sees the same headlines that you do, Nico, and a lot of these fighters are actually more affected by this than you. Your career is you cosplaying a boxer. There are more serious people out there. And what do you see those people doing? You see an Olympic silver medalist in Shakur Stevenson signed to Zuffa. You see a 2-time IBF cruiserweight champion signed to Zuffa. Richardson Hitchens, who was promoted by Mayweather and subsequently promoted by Matchroom, signed to Zuffa. Edgar Berlanga, promoted by Top Ranked and promoted by Matchroom, he even had a Canelo fight. He signed to Zuffa. You're fighting them harder than they are. It never dawned on you in the last 7 months. Why aren't they helping me? Why aren't any of these fighters here in Washington with me to talk about this? And it's because, well, you're a fucking idiot.
Yo, Jules.
Good.
Riff Raff.
What riffraff?
That's who he looks like.
Oh. Hey, undefeated.
Yo,
When Jules says you hit the nail on the head, he really means you hit the cock on the vulva.
Yeah,
Hit the cock on the
he
vulva,
knows.
bro.
Hit the cock in
Well,
And
the
that-
yeah, I mean,
And that's the reason why Devin didn't sign to Zuffa. They probably went with the number that they wanted to Dana, and Dana was like, "Man, get the fuck out of here."
well, what the rumor that's out there, you know, and it's pretty fucking gay, by the way. They didn't like that Shakur was going to get more money than them. That's a part of the rumor, and the other part of the rumor is the rights. You know that you know the contract is a little bit constraining. But my thing is this: that look, what do you expect? Are you expecting to go to Zuffa, get paid millions upon millions of dollars, and you have full autonomy, you have no commitment to them? Okay, so you're expecting Christmas, pretty much. You just think that everybody's supposed to throw money at you and get nothing in return because we know you're not good for it. Devin is not a $6 million fighter by any stretch of the... No, you're not good for that. I don't even think this fight is worth $6 million, bro. Like, no.
sign his rights. What, he thinks he's going to get put into a video game?
Jason,
Well,
Jason,
Devin's
don't you
wardrobe
remember
is
he
probably
wanted the
worth
cover?
something.
Don't you remember
I
he
was just
wanted
gonna
the
say that.
cover
Over
of
Canelo.
over Canelo?
Is he, no, I was about to ask if he was insane, but clearly the answer is yes.
Shout out to Eric D. Nico, if I want bad advice, I'll call Al Sharp.
Damn.
You know, I'm just saying that you've got fighters. You have serious professionals that had serious amateur careers. They have serious professional careers, and they don't have any reservations about signing to Zuffa. So, Nico, what is it you think you're doing? It's either you're very naive, like you really are that fucking stupid, and it's possible, or it's a grift, like Drew is saying that you know this isn't going to go anywhere. You just want to, you want to be an activist. You want to be active. You want to throw tomato paste on a Van Gogh. You want to glue your hand to the floor. You want to be a nuisance. Because this isn't going anywhere. You're not stopping anything.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
reality.
performance,
He wants to
speaking
put
of
crayons up
performance
his ass.
Speaking of performance art, have you seen Robert Garcia's latest response to Inoue?
Now, what do you say?
Inoue put his foot down. And he said, "Look, either we're fighting by February, Bam, or we're not fighting. I'm not putting my career on hold for you. I did that at 115.
I saw that.
Yeah, we
saw
talked
that.
Robert
about that.
Garcia said, that's some bullshit. They never send us any offers. Bro, he didn't say he sent you an offer. He said either be serious with the fight or don't, you motherfucker.
Look. I'll say this. Robert doesn't want the Inoue fight. I don't know about Bam, but Robert doesn't want it. How do I know? You're scheduling. You already knew before you scheduled this upcoming unification match. You already had the timetable for the Inoue fight. They said February in the first quarter. If you then go ahead after that and schedule a fight for November, okay, you don't want to fight. You did that. You don't want to fight. If you schedule in a fight in November, how the fuck would you be ready for February? And you knew already they wanted in February. I'm okay with Bam not fighting Inoue, believe it or not. I am okay with it. I'd rather see him fight the guys at 118. I would rather that, because the Inoue fight, you're going to get killed. And then what? He's going to beat you. He's going to knock you out. And then what? Then you're in limbo, probably can't make 118 anymore. So I'm okay with him staying at 118 and unifying. But don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining, bro. Yeah. Y'all ducking Inoue. That's what it is. Yeah, y'all ducking him. He's right there. He's ready. Or y'all,
because you lose the Inoue, and then Junto knocks you out too if you stay at 122.
Well, that's the other thing. You go up there, you know what I mean? Like, you go up there, you can't go back down. Now, for the sake of the division and for the sake of Bam's career, I don't want you to put all your eggs in one basket and focus on Inoue too much, because all he's going to do is knock you out. And then what? I get more fights and you get more legacy if you just do your own thing. Stay at 118, fight those champions, become undisputed. I'm for it, but you don't fool me. You guys don't want the Inoue fight because you knew before you scheduled the Chispa Medina fight, you knew the timetable. February. You knew that already. So you should have focused on that. You want to do this. Okay, I guess fighting Chispa Medina is more important than fighting Inoue. Go ahead.
Sam
Do you
Goodman
think?
bullshit all over again. Like, I want to fight you. I want to fight you so bad, but I got to do the other thing over here first.
That's why you can't convince me he didn't duck Junto. Like, y'all, everywhere Junto is everywhere y'all are not. And that's not a fucking coincidence, bro.
And you said, Jules, that he can't move back down for the Junto fight. Wouldn't be the first time he moved down to avoid the Junto fight.
I'm saying. So I'm not too mad about that. I'm not mad about that, but I know that Robert is trying to pull a fast one on us because I figured that you don't really want that for Bam. Bam, and I don't really want that for Bam. That's how I know you don't want that for Bam. Like, look, what's the point in Inoue fighting a guy? I know he kills the guy. If he was able to win the jabbing contest with a taller, longer fighter in Junto, beating you is going to be relatively easy because you're small. You're smaller than him. So beating you go ahead.
What it is, if Inoue goes and does that, the reason why we're not we don't want that shit is because that's some American shit.
That's the other thing.
Two fucking divisions up, you're gonna fucking win. Like, it's not exciting. It's not real boxing. That's why when we watch an American show, it doesn't feel like real boxing. It feels like a fucking
that it's not a fight. It's not a fight for me. Bam and Inoue doesn't even have a precedent. I want to see a competitive fight. Like this weekend's fight, I love the fucking fight. It's a fantastic fight. It's a competitive fight. And that's what brings people to boxing. But what you see in America especially, is they don't want it to be that. They want guys from fucking 2 divisions south to be fighting 2 divisions north. They want fucking Bam and Javante or Eno. It's just like, come on, though. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Who the fuck want to see that? You know? So yeah, you know, I'm okay with I'm perfectly okay with not getting that fight. I'm perfectly okay with that. Back over to the TO and Rolly undercard for those of you that just joined us.
Hold on. I got a question, bro, real quick.
Good.
What if Keyshawn says he doesn't want to accept the purse?
It's a duck.
It's a duck.
It's done. It's already done.
It's a duck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a duck.
Straight up. It's a duck. It's a duck because listen, you know, I don't know what his contract minimum is. Like, I have some sympathy in the sense that if your contract minimum already has been in the neighborhood of 2 and 3, then I can understand why you would have expected more for Devin if they've already been giving you 2 and 3. It makes sense. They're like, well, I got 2 and 3 for Dennis Berenchik. I got 2 and 3 for Gustavo Limos. For you to get that same neighborhood of money, I do understand that. But this is one of those moments where, yeah, you got to make a sacrifice. You need this fight, not Devin. Do you see what they're paying this fucking asshole? You need this fight, not him. They're giving this jackass $6 million. Go in there, knock his block off, so that you can be the one that gets $6 million. Because if you don't fight him, what are you gonna do? If you don't fight him,
Right.
But
And can I just say that he needs to drop that businessman moniker because he hustled backwards. Top Rank offered him $3 million, and he took the fucking press bid route just to make fucking $800,000 less. I don't mean the pocket watch, but that shit is stupid.
Motherfucker said he's socialist. He's gonna spread the money around.
No, and you know what's worse? What's worse is it's possible that Top Rank colluded with Devin because do you think Top Rank wants to pay $12 million for the fight? I would guess no. I would guess they want to keep this shit as low as possible. So they could.
He negotiated like a Californian.
I mean, the motherfucking envelope was open at the purse bid.
But like, if I'm Bob, I call Devin. Devin, I'm gonna bid $8 million tomorrow. You're gonna get most of it. Keyshawn's out of his fucking mind. Easy. The fuck? What the? Because the shit is what I really.
Point, bro.
What I've always hated about the Goyim and these poor fucking people is they always want something for nothing. Oh, so Bob is just supposed to break the bank, go broke, go fucking bankrupt because you believe that you should get 5. Yeah, life don't work like that, bro. You're not a $5 million fighter. I like Keyshawn. I'd rather watch Keyshawn any old day of the week before Devin. But realistically, you're not a $3 million fighter. They only pay you that so you don't leave. That's why they pay you that. Not because you're good for it, not because you generate it. They pay you that so that they have rights over you.
Jules,
And I know
it's almost like they fucking don't realize they're in the entertainment business. Like they've achieved this certain status, this certain opponent, this certain time. Like now the money starts to come in. Brother, this ain't an office job.
Exactly. And you're not a soldier. That's why I think I'm the only content creator that stresses you guys are not soldiers. There are real soldiers out there getting blown to smithereens. That's not y'all. You don't fight for us. You don't even fight for our entertainment. In all actuality, you fight for your bank account. I'm not against that. You do your job the same reason anybody else does their job, but you try to present it like you're doing some noble shit, like I'm fighting it. Bro, the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the sacrifices is all for your bank account. It's not for fucking undefeated. You're fighting for undefeated.
They act
You're
like they're Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out. You fight for your bank account.
With that being said, I think Teofimo should have been the winner of the purse bid. That would have been fucking hilarious. They would have done that shit in the fucking backyard of his fucking home in Florida.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
Abuelito serving ceviche,
You'd have had this fucking jackass ringsides, empty Corona bottles everywhere and shit. It would have been
Teofimo wearing a fucking ringleader outfit.
Today's purse bid, though, Jules, just show that the pay-per-views are going to get more and more and worse.
Well, what could end up happening is you know this better than I do, Drew. That if it gets to a certain point, Len Blavatnik will just sell the fucking thing in its entirety. I mean, if you can't make money you got to cut your losses. Like, okay, I'm losing money at this point trying to make this shit work. I'm losing money
Because
trying
it's
to
still
make
in
it
the
work.
Well, what
red
it could
zone.
also happen,
No,
is the
they
fact that
started.
this was
Shut up. They did start making money about 3 years ago, Drew. They're in the black. They are in the black now. They've been in the black for about 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So they're making money, but it's like little by little. You know that this is a lot
Well,
of
yeah, no,
stress,
I think
bro.
they're not making money in boxing.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, there you go. I don't think they're making money in boxing. Shout out to Hadrian's Wall. How much did Norman and Haney make each in their fight? We got to look that up. I'll look it up.
Bylaws, you don't know?
I don't fucking care.
How do you do? I mean, you might not. You might know Norman's purse.
that's highlighters to you.
What's the skinny
No,
Jack?
because what else could happen is that because this purse bid was actually one of the more it was one of the more watched purse bids, right? And what this could herald is that people are gonna see that, okay, well, this is how much they ended up going for the fight, and see how little the fight actually ends up producing, and that could herald like people saying like, hey, look, we have to we got to do something because we overpaid for this fight for a shitload and for it to not to make anything.
Okay,
That's a
stop
great use of the
stuttering.
World Herald.
Okay, stop
I'm
stuttering.
high as fuck. My bad.
Do you know what they paid
Don't-
fucking Devin for that fucking fight, bro?
10
Again.
12.
For what
12.
fight?
No,
to go to Saudi.
12.
That's
Fucking
Do you know?
Turkey.
Do you know what Norman got?
3.
And this fucking guy wants 5. He doesn't. You're not the champion, Keyshawn. You want. Remember, Norman was the champion in that fight, and he got 3. You want more from Devin than he got, and you're not bringing the belt.
bro. I don't know.
Okay, if
who
Keyshawn
sucks
says
better
no,
dick,
right, it's a
Devin or
dub. But what
Devin's
happens
dad?
to Devin? He moves on to the next person, or what?
Yeah, they wouldn't do anything in a
Probably move
situation
on
where.
to a Shakur fight.
Nah, he's not gonna move on. You talking about Devin?
Yeah, Bevin.
Nah, he wouldn't because he signed to
Ryan
the
rematch.
zone. He signed to the zone. Maybe they'll go after. I would guess if Keyshawn walks away, Devin goes after Liam Paro.
Pay-per-view. Ugh.
Ass.
I'm just and you know that's going to be the Hitchens fight all over again. Like I like Liam. He's a good fight. He's fun to watch, but it's going to be the Hitchens fight. You'll lose to Devin for the same reason you lost to Hitchens. Pure boxers, you can't do nothing with them. But that's what I think he would do. Somebody's got a woman in the room. It's Drew.
Oh no, I'm not there yet. I'm not at the house yet.
Somebody's got a woman in the room. Who is it?
Probably Bram.
I can fucking hear it. Anyway, the point is,
It's undefeated.
probably undefeated. The point is, if Keyshawn walks away, all the blame is on him because you don't have an alternative. You don't have an alternative. This is one of those moments. Remember, Floyd Mayweather, before he becomes who he became, he had to acquiesce. Oscar is the A side. He's the A side. I have to make concessions to get this fight. Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson, same thing. You have to make concessions. You're not the A side. You're not even the champion going into this thing. So if they got 2 and change for you, take it, handle your business, and then you call the shots after that. But right now, if you walk away, oh yeah, that's a duck. Yeah, that's a duck.
It's like Drew. It's like I reached out to Drew and he gave me some advice and he was like, on your way to the top, sometimes you got to suck a little dick, and this is Keyshawn's moment.
That's how Undefeated got to the top.
Hey, you want to know
Yeah.
something though? When everybody heard that woman's voice, everybody said, "Who's the woman with?" Except the Democratic Socialist and Virtuoso.
That's
Yeah,
right,
but Democrats don't like big asses. They like blue hair.
Yeah.
They don't like big asses.
And fucking
Sneak-
ring noses, nose rings.
Sneaking a
Accept them
sucking
rings.
dick.
Crazy, bro. I like big asses. The
Speaking of
fuck is
sucking
that?
dick, though, who sucks better dick, Devin or Devin's dad? Because somebody's sucking dick over there, and they're
So it's Devin's dad for
No,
sure.
I mean, no. It's more that Bill. You have to give Bill this much. He knows how to use things against them because the Zone are the ones who really fucked up with Devin. To get him, remember, they were paying him an obscene amount of money that he wasn't worth at the time. All those years ago, 2018, when they first signed him, they were paying him like $3 million out the gate, and he hadn't done anything. So when he comes now and he says, well, you got to give me more than that because blah, 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 you know, that's your fault. Y'all started off paying this guy crazy money. So he's going to expect that. Top Rank, they continued that practice. Like, yeah, well, you know, he was getting 3 over there. I guess we got to give him 3 over here or something close to it. And Turkey, yo, dog, if these numbers are real and you gave this asshole 12, wow, bro. Like, wow. And remember, that was an undercard fight. That wasn't a main event. Haney versus Norman, that was an undercard fight. That was a co-main. You gave this piece of shit 12 to fight in a co-main? For that? Wow. Shout out to Luis. All that talking for Kiki to duck Bevan? No way. Yeah, I mean, if he walks away, it's a duck. I will say, I'll say it now, I'll put it out there. I don't think Keyshawn is going to walk away. I don't. I think Top Rank is going to pay him a little extra over the top to make it 3 or 3.5 to smooth it out. I think they're going to give him a little something extra. And I think they are going to fight. And look, fellas, it's really a question of who do you think, what does your gut tell you? Who do you think is going to win? Because I do believe they're going to fight. They are going to fight. They absolutely are. Shout out to motherfucking Eric. Devin 12.2, Norman 3.1 from a second hand. That's an insane number for that fight, dog. Insane. Like, that's not a $15 million fight. Are you crazy? And you got a whole feather. And when I see those numbers, I get irritated because you could have took that 15. You could have gave Rafa 3. You could have gave Angelo 3, and they would have fought. You could have gave fucking Shushu 3. And who the fuck else is there at featherweight? Who the fuck else?
Fish Eyes.
Fisheye Figueroa. You could do so much with that 15 instead of fucking it off on Devin, who nobody wants to watch. It's like, this is insane, dog. But, you know, that's where it's at. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Virtuoso. Keep the communist propaganda at a minimum. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I think what we have here, the zone, buying MS, getting MSG and the Yes Network, as I see here, is a sign of late stage capitalism. So there you go.
Listen. It all started the year 1912.
Yes.
When they wanted to establish a national bank.
No, that was 1913.
Yes.
No.
Country would know. He was there.
1912 was whenever they first proposed it, and then it was shot down, and then that was when they made the Titanic and sunk that bitch with all the.
No, it was done. It was instated in 1913 for real.
Yes, and then because they fucking sunk the ship, and then after they killed all the bankers in the year 1913 was when they established the fucking bank. Yes, that's the next part of the fucking speech. Country, slow your roll.
Hey, shut up, Junior.
Okay, this is when the Jews started their takeover.
Here we go with that shit. Hey, knock that shit off.
I think this fight between Keyshawn and Devin is going to be a repeat of Norman and Devin, because like I don't see Keyshawn getting knocked down. Probably he'll probably get hurt a little bit, but it's going to be mostly clinch fest. And
he's taking this fight. Jay Prince wants his 30%.
I mean, he has to. What choice does he have?
What percent does Diddy get?
25%.
Jussie Diddy in a fight in prison?
Word.
No. I heard he got put in protective custody.
What was it like when he was fighting? What like was it a sword fight?
I guess it was his. I guess it was a prison version of Zorro the Gay Blade.
Yeah, they're flopping dicks.
No, but
can I say that? I can say flopping dicks. It's not the weekend. Is it the weekend?
Not yet. Devin Haney's dad is the master. Devin Haney's dad is the master of the filibuster. For real, that dude can say.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why he's all over Shakur's nuts. Like, bro, Keyshawn is not a proxy for Shakur Stevenson. The same argument I heard about fucking from Oshaki that Foster, is fighting, Ray Ford, who's a proxy for Shakur. Nigga, move up.
Isn't that what Shakur's gay ass said whenever he beat Oscar Valdez? He's like, it's really like beating Canelo because he's from his camp.
Yeah, it's like that's just dumb, man. It's like, yeah, y'all just fight and like enough of this fucking Twitter war shit. Like, I'm tired of it.
It is the gayest thing ever. Like,
it is. The whole thing is fake and gay.
Just sitting there going, I have to put up with you guys on the fucking shows themselves talking about how you're not going to fight each other. Can you at least keep it off fucking Twitter?
Yeah.
Can I at least go to some place where you're not there?
Did you see a clip of the Rick Reno podcast? From Ring, like, and I forgot what the fuck Tio said, but it's like somewhere along the lines of talking about Rolly's Corey, and the whole thing went sideways. Even Rolly had to double take with his retarded ass. Like, American Boss is in the fucking mud.
I will say this for Tio though, Takeover Promotions is more of a real boxing promoter than fucking Devin Haney Promotions is. They'll actually bid on the fight.
Well, dog, can we get one bid? Crazy. Can we get one bid? $7 at least. Motherfucker, like you in the LLC, you do like, you gonna chip in or not? Otherwise, this shit is all bullshit.
Like, that is just. I'm so tired of boxers having I have this promotion and they don't do shit.
I swear to God, bro. Like, what is the stable looking like?
The point? What is even doing that? Is there like a tax dodge? Is it like what?
That probably is, bro. Like, that's probably a tax write-off,
Hey, did you guys see that Boo Boo and Jamal were fucking talking shit to each other? It's like, okay,
on Twitter?
You're too late. Yeah, it's like, all right, guys, way many years too late, man. Y'all should have did that a long time ago.
No. Chris Mannix was following that conversation with a dick in his hand, just jerking it off, going, "Yes, finally."
Oh man. But yeah, man, it's like, and then the fans get into it. That shit. It's like, I'm really tired of it, man.
Oh, they get, you do him, bro. No, he bit your ass. Blah 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 blah. Like, fuck off, you little fairies,
bro. See, under communism, this shit would have been done in like 5 hours. You only have 5 hours to use Twitter. After that, fuck off.
Fucking stupid. That shit in Spain. Did you guys see that shit in Spain, bro? That shit is nuts.
No, what happened?
There's like 30,000,
Morocco, bro.
They opened the fucking borders in Spain. The government did.
But don't they have a military for shit like that? Like, you're just gonna let 30,000 people waltz into your country?
The left's government, they legalized 500,000 immigrant men.
See, that's the thing, dude.
Say it again. They legalized them?
Yeah, they made them legal. They made them Spaniards.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's so they could vote for them. And I'm
that's
like,
crazy, bro.
I can't talk too much shit about Spain because they have 2 playoff wins in Cowboy Stadium, and the Cowboys only have 1.
Wow.
That is true.
They
did the last 10 years.
You don't like America's team. You're for the Taliban.
English translation, fuck you, undefeated.
Damn, but it just kind of makes you
more about my team than me.
It just kind of makes you question, so y'all really about to let 30,000 random dudes walk up in y'all not gonna do nothing? I see why America don't want to pay for y'all no more. Because I remember some shit from 2 weeks ago that America was the biggest contributor to the UN. I think it was NATO. That they're the biggest contributor and they don't want to foot the bill no more. It's like, well, shit like that. I see why. Like, do you guys even have a military to protect y'all shit? Like, nah. Yeah, whatever, bro. If you want 30,000, of whatever the fuck them dudes is, hey, more power to y'all, bro. I feel sorry for y'all children and y'all women because it was already bad over there. It's about to get a lot worse. 30,000. That's a crazy number, bro.
Yeah, the U.S. should leave NATO
So far, Poland and Greece are the only 2 countries that are actually, standing tall about that shit. Otherwise, everybody.
Oh
else
yeah, I
is
saw that Greece has started mass deportations, and Poland was never letting anybody in anyway, so they had the right idea from the get.
Yeah, they fucking used their military and fucking barbed wire their fucking border. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
I remember what happened the last time they tried to come into Poland.
Oh, yeah. And the French. I know that there's some French broad. She's talking about mass deportation.
Marie Le Pen.
Yeah, she's talking.
Again?
If she gets in, like if she can even get in, like France is like they're in the shit, bro. Like it's bad over there, bro.
Yeah,
that shit is scary, man. I find that shit genuinely scary. Like, you know what, motherfuckers, but if you don't got a gun, you better buy one. You know, they don't got guns over there, right? In Spain,
Nope.
They don't let you have guns over there, right?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's why I don't fuck white girls anymore, man. You know, I'm trying to.
So you can't fuck white girls anymore, bro. It's fucking crazy. Spain about to be a caliphate. Well, where are those guys from? Where are those guys from? Those
hell,
Morocco. What, Turkey?
No, Morocco's in Africa.
Africa?
Yeah, because they're right next to each other. Like they're trying to take over an island that's like it's near Gibraltar.
Wow. Oh, the Rock of Gibraltar? Damn, they'll be in the then they'll probably be able to get to the UK to at least a portion of that 30,000 because the Rock of Gibraltar is not far from the UK.
Yeah, I don't see them swimming across the English Channel. I don't think that's happening.
Well, I don't think they're gonna swim there, but they could take a boat. You know what I mean? Like,
wouldn't be the first people to swim over there.
Yeah, somebody swum the English Channel. Besides, what the fuck do those guys got to live for? Fuck it. Do it. Fuck it. You don't got nothing to live
the
for.
niggas are still eating like they're in World War II still and shit.
For real. That shit crazy. Like, I seen that shit. I was like, wow, that's bugged out. Back to the boxing. Yeah, man. Fucking Tio and Rolly, fellas. Wow. I still got Tio. But I don't know. Like, it's just crazy to see that, like, either y'all don't have no idea about the industry that you're in, or you just don't care anymore. Because you can't think anybody's going to buy this. How many people bought the Stevenson fight? We don't even know. How many people bought that shit?
Bro, we're in the post reporting pay-per-view numbers era.
Yeah.
Everybody's still in that shit.
It didn't take this long to get Inoue Nakatani numbers.
Fuck it though, long as we get those TNT cards, because those TNT cards have been pretty good. The ones that they share with TNT, those cards have been pretty good. If Abdullah Mason could do 830,000 views with a random Albert Bell, these two guys this weekend are gonna do really good. I think they'll do over 1 million, well over 1 million.
Hope so.
Roach and Zepeda, so that's good.
But is the zone going to be using that to lure people into their streaming service? You think?
Well, I think that they're kind of helping each other out because remember, TNT is a conventional cable network, and they've been feeling the pinch for about 6 years now since everybody keeps moving away from that. So they need that content as much as DAZN needs their help because DAZN, you know, it's insulated. You can only advertise whatever you have to people who are already subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you don't know what the fuck they're doing on that shit. Being on TNT, you get a different set of eyes. And for TNT, you motherfuckers need content. You need something to show. You don't got a lot going on. People don't got cable no more. I don't know nobody that got cable. For what? What you gonna have cable for? For what? Yeah, no.
There's
nothing
you can watch on cable. You can't get on a streaming service or pirate.
That's what it is. That there's cable. There's no sense in having cable anymore.
It sucked though when you had it because like you had to pay the extra expensive to get any good programs that came on, and if you didn't, then you just had shit programs that you really didn't
then you have
want
to
watch.
pay extra for the fucking channels that showed porn and shit.
Yeah, you had to pay premiums. Like, you know, basic cable package didn't come with HBO. It didn't come with Showtime. It didn't come with Cinemax. You had to pay extra for those things.
And history's circle. Look where we are now with the streaming services.
I remember
exactly.
The
more you add it up, the more it's going to look your cable bill.
There was like these packages for like. Go ahead, bro.
They'd fucking tease you though, man. Then they put on a channel for like a day of shit you would enjoy to try to entice you to upgrade, but you want to upgrade and it's like a fucking $130 a month from like $60. You're like, yeah, fuck you.
But I will say this, country, and I will say this, fellas, that if you had to compare the effectiveness the effectiveness of cable as a platform to get people to watch versus what you're seeing now, yeah, cable was superior. It was a superior framework to this because this is too divided, you know. Like nothing is really doing numbers anymore. That's how you know that something's wrong. They're like, yeah, nothing really does numbers like that anymore. Save stuff that's on
Right.
Netflix. And the only reason that Netflix does numbers is because it's huge. But that's saying that HBO, Paramount, and all of the smaller streaming platforms, none of you guys are really doing numbers anymore. Not the numbers that you used to. I remember Home Improvement, the Tim Allen shit. Yo, that shit used to get millions of viewers every single week.
Right.
Millions. Seinfeld, millions of viewers every single week. The dramas, they used to get they would like doing MLB numbers with some of these fucking shows. Whereas now, nobody's really watching anything. Not really.
Shorter attention spans, I think, and
I have to
yeah, and it just feels like there's too much like cross pollination with the fucking streaming platforms. Like you're seeing the Zone now on Amazon. You know what I mean? You get
yeah.
HBO, you're gonna see Zoof as the Zone at some point. Like fuck.
It's also possible that there's too much content. There's too
Right.
much. That
Mm.
and there's too many places to get it, so you end up not getting anything that I got a whole bunch of movies I can watch on Paramount, a whole bunch more that I can watch on HBO, a whole bunch more that I can watch on Prime Video, some
Netflix.
movies that I bought, Netflix. I got all these because I got a bunch of I got a whole heap of them, right? And you know what I end up watching?
Who?
Reruns of Seinfeld.
Nah, like I remember
Same thing you
the
can watch
cable.
on TBS for free.
Like I remember the cable company would
Think
be
about
like,
that.
get 500 channels or 300 channels. I'd only watch like 2 channels, the most.
Telling you, it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Mortal Kombat. Did
Yo,
you
one
guys
more
see Mortal
question about
Kombat?
Trash.
It was
second one?
trash.
Nah, that shit was fire.
It just got on my HBO Max. I'm gonna watch it with my
oh
son.
right.
I'm gonna watch that too. Did
Nah,
you like
I
the
watched
Street
that
Fighter
shit like
scene?
4 or 5 times. That
I,
shit was good.
look, I think the Street Fighter thing can work, Drew. God, what's the movie that came out that is kind of silly, but it's supposed to be it's supposed to be campy? There's a movie that came out recently. I'm just saying, if they really lean into that campiness, it could work. I want to see it. I like it. I'm intrigued by it. So yeah, I did like that scene. What I didn't like, the one thing I didn't like, is they have Jason Momoa talking. Like Blanca, I don't remember him ever talking in the game. I'm just saying, like, I don't remember him talking in the game, going ooh, like I don't really like that. But
Wait, did that
yeah, he
movie
just
came out?
not yet. That's gonna be what is that? When does that come out? In the fall? Street Fighter comes out in the
I
fall.
think so. Yeah, yeah.
But they got a new trailer for it, and it was Ryu versus Blanca, and the fighting looks good, the effects look good. It's just they had him talking. It's like I'm not used to Blanca saying anything. Like,
Blanca,
I-
all he does is grunt and spin
yeah,
in the air and
and,
ball,
and
you know?
yeah, and throw electricity and shit. Y'all got him making faces and shit. It's like, I didn't really like that. I'm hot for Spider-Man. I can't wait to see that. Hot for that shit.
Yeah, I'm watching that tomorrow.
Fucking 98% Rotten Tomatoes. I hope it's fucking good. They're not gaslighting me and shit. But yeah, nobody's really watching anything, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing's really you. That's why you don't have that show. Well, Stranger Things was that show for a minute where a lot of people were watching that, but you don't have that sitcom that everybody's watching. You don't have that drama that everybody's watching. Like, it's so different now from the way it was before. There were shows that literally most of the country was watching them at the same time.
Mm, yeah. People
Yeah.
used to tune into that shit, back when people had, really could pay attention to shit. Now they
Yeah,
can't.
I don't think they can anymore. Yeah, I think that we're too conditioned by 15-second reels and TikTok dances and shit.
Yeah. Like I was watching Obsession yesterday, and I finally saw it, and then guess what? I just ended up looking at my phone.
I liked
Well,
it. I couldn't take my eyes off that movie. I liked it. It was
Yeah,
fucking. It
that
was
was
hilarious.
superior. In terms of
Well,
creepiness, that shit was superior.
when we were growing up, things were a lot different, man. A lot
Yeah.
different.
Obsession is the first scary movie I've seen that was genuinely unsettling in a while.
Yeah.
Like it was really good, like really good. And you know what the thing was too? Look at the age of the director. That's a young guy with fresh ideas. It's a young blonde guy. He can't be more than 30 years old. He's not a fucking fossil like Steven Spielberg or Ridley Scott. Like, yeah, I love those guys, but these old motherfuckers only gonna have but so many ideas. Like, I gotta let them old motherfuckers chill. They don't got nothing new to say. You know, you need some young guys in here. So I seen Ryan Coogler. He made Mulder and Scully Indian and some other shit. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Well, I could tell you what, bro. You look, creativity is yours to do with as you wish. Do what you want. But I'm just telling you, now, unfortunately, people ain't gonna watch that shit. Y'all did it with Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Y'all had Childish Gambino in there. I guess he was supposed to be the Brad Pitt. I'm just saying, bro, and I'm heterosexual. Childish Gambino is not Brad Pitt. Y'all should have got somebody else to do that. Now keep doing this shit, and people keep not watching this shit. And hey, you know, you do what you want, dog.
He was also on Spider-Man. He was on for like 2 minutes, which it wasn't bad. But if you want to make him a main character,
but that made sense that he was on Spider. That it made sense for him to have been on Spider-Man. That made sense
a cameo.
For you. Yeah, it made sense. That worked. Why would you get him for Mr. and Mrs. Smith, man?
I mean,
why?
The creativity, Jules, just isn't there. Like, I used to not like the whole idea of copyright, like, this, that, and the other. Now I'm all for it, because when I see all these IPs like Winnie the Pooh become like public property or whatever, public domain. Y'all just make some retarded ass horror movies with them. Like, Winnie the Pooh when he kills people. Fuck off.
I gotta watch one of those movies to see if there is something. I was intrigued by that they have, you know, like a crazy serial killer Winnie the Pooh. I'm gonna give it a chance and tell you what I think. But generally speaking, yeah, the ideas aren't there. Who the fuck told you that? Yeah, who asked for a new Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Who even asked for that? I don't want to see that. And then the folk, if you want to make it modern, you make it modern. But it's very clear what you're doing. And look, I'm a member of a minority, okay? I'm a minority within a minority, okay? The prevalent Latinos in this country are Mexican. Us Caribbean folk, we're actually pretty low on the totem pole. We don't have a lot of communities in this country, generally speaking. It's the Mexicans first. And then you could say there are actually more Puerto Ricans in this country than there are Dominicans. Like, we ain't really over here like that.
I'd agree with that.
Right? So, so I'm just telling you, as a member of a minority within a minority, right? I don't want to see that shit. I don't need the characters to look like me. I don't need them to be where I just want to see a good movie.
It just feels like these new these remakes of the IPs. It's starting to look like the directors want to showcase the cosplayer.
I think they want. I think they just want revenge, Virtuoso. I really do. I think it's just I think it's revenge porn. They feel entitled. Oh, those roles should have went. No, they shouldn't, because you suck. And I'm a member of a minority. I get to say that. You suck. That role was not made for you. Stop being a hack and go make a role for yourself, because that role is not for you. It's nothing to be resentful about. You think if they're making an Achilles movie, well, I'm not going to go fucking hire Marco to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
I'm gonna be watching Benny Blanco and
meisms.
Bro, I'm gonna be watching Benny Blanco and Peter Parker in the Odyssey tomorrow.
Well, he was good in it, you know, but I just don't like him as a person because he's entitled. I don't respect him. Like, how could you get that upset at James Franco over that shit? But you get to play an Italian, which you're not. You get to play a Puerto Rican, which you're not. You played a tranny, which you're not. Now you get to play a Greek, which you're not. So you basically
there are no Greeks in this movie.
Right? And I would be okay with that, but when you give this long-winded speech about the bro, don't act like you're fighting for us. You're not fighting for me. You're not fighting for Virtuoso.
Yeah.
You just want more roles.
Represent these nuts, bro.
Yeah, represent these because really what it is you just want more roles. That's what it is. You want more roles. You're doing what Clarissa does with the misogyny thing, where you just hate women. No, they just hate you. They don't hate women. They just hate you. Oh, you're just racist. No, they're not racist. They just don't like you. And that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's unlikable.
You're not fighting for us. You're not fighting for all the Latinos because all the fucking Latinos are not fucking actors. You just want more roles. That's what it is. You feel entitled. You feel entitled that you could play whatever you want, but let James fucking Franco get talked about for playing Fidel Castro, and you go into a whole fucking titty attack over it. So, that's fucking ridiculous, bro.
I don't hate Latinos. I hate a Latino. You. You motherfucker.
But that's what a lot of motherfuckers do. Motherfuckers do it online. She does that motherfucker shit. Oh, you just hate. No. I don't like you. Don't hide behind them. I don't like you. Everybody doesn't behave like you. I don't like you. Let's be more specific. And you have to be specific with her. You have to be specific. No, it's not that we don't like black women. We don't like you. You, motherfucker. And somebody need to tell her that. And and a lot of people are, in fairness, especially now. But yeah, man, content sucks, man. Everything sucks now. Yep. I think people notice it too, that nothing hits the way that it used to. Not really.
Hey, Jules, another problem with the apps in regards to what we were talking about earlier is that while they do have a lot of movies and like TV series and stuff, they don't always carry everything that you want. So you end up going between different apps to try to find programs that you're looking for. That's one of the disadvantages that with the paid service apps is that they and even then sometimes you still don't find them. So like sometimes what I'll do, I go out and get the DVDs and I keep a collection just in case. So if I can't find them online, I can still watch the program I want.
Yeah, I actually have a whole heap of DVDs from when I was collecting them. I have a whole heap of those fucking things. And, it's good to have them in your back pocket because the way things are now, my understanding is digital media, if something happens with the company, they could just decide that you don't own that anymore. They could just, because that's how it is with the games.
Yep.
And that's fucking bullshit.
I'm Mexican. I'm real, not like real talk. But even like with even with like Black Panther 2, it's like, wait, what the fuck are we doing there? Well, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, I'll say this because I'm a geek. I'm a fucking I'm not really. I'm not really a geek.
You're fucking nerd.
I fight better than all of y'all. What the fuck is you talking about?
Nerd.
Yeah, all right. Well, I didn't mind. I didn't mind the guy that they casted because you know what? The look actually works. Like I always thought Namor is the gayest superhero in the hit. Like this guy is gay. He's got really thin eyebrows. He's wearing underwear with scales on it. He's got like fish on, he's got like wings on his ankles. If you saw
did you know they had to digitally sculpt his fucking bulge to be smaller because of the
fuck?
No, they did. Bro. That shit was awesome, man.
Bro, get the fuck out. The point is, I'll say that was one of the few times that I seen the movie character, the movie adaptation is actually better than the fucking character in the because the character in the comic, like I didn't even used to bother to draw that. Like this motherfucker whack, bro. He got scaly underwear, pointy ears. What is he like, Fish Spock? Because he had like really pointy ears when they would draw. Spot of the sea.
Motherfucker's elf.
Yo,
I didn't understand. Yo, tú no entiendes. I didn't understand what the what is he supposed to be? He's got pointy ears. What is this guy?
He's Mr. Spock's second cousin, man. That's what he is.
But I do understand it because you know what I saw that people were complaining about, and bear in mind, yo no vi esa película. I didn't bother with it. They tried to play up the angle of blacks versus Mexicans in the movie. I saw a lot of people complaining about that. In other words, I saw a lot of people complaining about that. And it's like, look, dog, you may not understand this, but the people that consume this content, they don't read it for that. They don't. You're making the content about you, in other words. And it's like, I don't, honest to God, I've read a lot of comics. I don't really remember Namor having beef with the Wakandans. I don't know. Maybe I missed it, but I don't remember that. But you
I,
took
I remember the whole premise. Like I remember a lot of the complaints about the premise of the movie was about a bunch of Hispanics trying to invade a country, and that the main villain is a guy whose back is wet and his his weakness is they have to dry
Yo,
off
low
his back
key, I
instead of
think
the
that's what
shooting.
happened with the Black Panther sequel.
You know, and I, that look that I liked the design of the character because I really thought, wow, this looks so cool. And they're doing, didn't they do the que he's didn't they do the que he's the Quetzalcoatl una vaina así that they tied like like
Something.
Mayan and
Yeah, like he
I
was supposed
thought
to
that.
be the ancient serpent fucking king and
And
shit.
I thought it was cool just because look, Namor, the Namor I remember is really gay. Like
Bro,
this shit
Namor.
is really
No,
gay.
it was a
Namor,
cool
no.
concept.
Namor
They
only
did something good with
exists.
it.
No, Namor only exists so that Sue Storm can say, "I prefer nerdy men like Mr. Fantastic."
Yeah,
That's the
because
only reason he exists.
see, I fuck with Jason. Remembers they're like, yeah, you know, Namor had the hots for Susan, and she loves Reed because of his brain. And look, in fairness, Reed could do something that Namor can't do. Like, dog, he's a stretchy man. You understand that shit? He's a stretchy. He can stretch his dick all in her motherfucking small
Yep.
intestine if she needs that
Well,
shit.
he can control the girth too, then, right?
The girth, the width, all like why you think she
Word.
love Reed that much, bro?
So
Like
he just like inflates that bitch inside of her. Then
I'm trying to tell you, bro. But you know, I still haven't seen that movie. I just know the bits and pieces that I saw, and I was like, well, I think that's really cool that they made him Mexican because I never thought of that. That yeah, you could, I guess you could make him Mexican, and that's kind of cool. But that they played up a thing, a sort of a tension that exists in the real world. That takes me out of the comic because well, I don't remember Namor having beef with T'Challa. I don't remember that. He had beef with the Wakandans when? And you know what you were doing, the tension between Mexicans and black folks in the prison systems. It's like, well, I'm sorry, guys, but I don't watch these movies for that, and I didn't read the comics for that. Those things are intended to be an escape from the day to day shit, not. Oh yeah, let's make it about that. Like, like I didn't even put it together the way that
we came
fucking
to
Real
watch a
Talk put
comic
it together.
movie,
I thought it was pretty good.
not
I
American
worked on
Meat.
that.
Like, come on, man.
Yo, this guy smokes a lot of fucking weed because I never thought about it like that. Like, yeah, this is
No, it's
about a bunch
kinda
of
like-
Latinos from the ocean trying to sneak into Wakanda. I never thought about it like that. Like, oh shit.
And
That's
the
what it's
guy's
about.
superpower is his back needs to be wet, and it's fucking to defeat him. They have to dry off his back. It's,
So he's super
racist,
Mexican.
man.
He's the super
Yeah,
Mexican.
yeah,
Wow,
he's
bro.
Captain Mexico, bro.
And it makes sense that his whole thing is water because we all know the weakness of black people is that they can't swim. Like,
Oh,
Yo, true. Hey, true.
no, and you know he leaves empty Modelo cans wherever he goes. Namor, he leaves empty Modelo cans
Bro.
everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah, he just washes all the fucking Modelo cans out of the fucking sea onto.
There's a scene where he pulls up in a Ford Ranger and shit.
Oh shit!
Hey,
Shout out to Donnie. I was joining thinking it was gonna be boxing talk. Yeah, there's gonna be some boxing. I mean, we already had some boxing talk, but you know, boxing don't got a lot going on right now.
Hey,
Homie.
if you guys are gonna go that far, then he could probably hit
What
you
do you
with a
think this
dish
was, a
at 50
boxing
yards,
channel?
man.
Bro, this is
He
a
th- he-
boxing. This is a boxing channel, a porno channel, a movie channel. It's a political channel. Whenever we have Kami Virtuoso on, he tries to start the Red Scare.
He's
Yeah.
over
Yo,
here
that's
doing the
you
call
starting
to
to rush
prayer
but
and
yo, and you know, it's fucked up. The game is fucked up when you don't hear two tone anymore. Like, where's that do that?
Because there's so a part of let's to get into a little bit of the boxing. There's too many old guys hanging around. Laura's still around. The Charlos
Yeah.
is still around. Manny is still looking for an opponent. Floyd is trying.
Oh my
It's
god.
too many old guys.
26.
It's too many old guys that are just
Yeah.
hanging around. Like, yo, go. That's why I did a video not but a few minutes ago, and it was about how Tim Zoo wants to fight Laura, but he also wants to fight Charlo. And I'm saying that get these fucking old guys out of here. You got Errol out of here, right? Get these other two old motherfuckers out of here. Why not? Like, it's too many old guys hanging around, bro. You know,
They they're saying that it already passed the Senate, the bill. And one of the reporters he tagged one of the guys he said earlier, and it's like, what really is the reason for these secondary belts? There's literally no reason.
There's no
Not even-
passing of the old guard, bro.
you what's that Guatemalan dude at 68? That's no
Lester Martinez. Yeah,
Lester
he's Guatemalan.
Martinez.
He's Guatemalan.
Yeah.
Guatemalan. Bro, like who bro, you got a secondary belt. What are you gonna do with that shit? You're not gonna
See,
fight Canelo or
But he's gonna take
see,
it to the strip club.
I think that the sanctioning bodies were sort of flabbergasted. They don't know how to answer the question because look, if you really thought about it, there would be a purpose for secondary belts if you were doing your job. The reason there is no purpose for those belts is because you're not doing your job. For example, the national title. If you use these secondary trinkets as a segue, as sort of an earmark to, okay, this guy fought for the national, now he's the interim, now he fights for the world, if you were doing it that way. But we know that that's not why you have those belts in circulation. You really have an interim champion so you can collect money from him and so that you can collect money from him. That's why you have them. You have a WBA super regular interim so that you can collect money from all three. That the function that this actually would serve, because you don't do your job, you can't actually explain why do we need a regular champion? For what? What is that
needless. And they still get in charge for being ranked, just for being ranked. Yo, I just read the Lance Pugmire thing on Boxing Scene about that shit. They're not gonna put an end to that, or they're not gonna do that one belt per division shit.
Yeah, they took it out. They took it out.
What?
That's part of the. Yeah, they took it out. That's unfortunate because I was looking forward to that. That's unfortunate because that was one that
extra fees.
That's
That's
become
why.
that's become the WBA's tease, right? Oh, we're gonna get rid of all the extra belts. Yeah, sure.
and the fighters. You know, it's just
No,
one of
I
those.
feel like that was how they smoothed things over with the sanctioning bodies. Was like, look, if you guys want to fucking exist and not to be frozen out and not to get fucked over with your fighters getting stripped, you need to take this out of those fucking accords so that way we can move forward amicably.
The thing is that more than it being the sanctioning body's fault, it's honestly the fighters' fault. A lot of what's wrong is boils down to the fighters and their managers. Remember, famously, Inoue beats, I think, Nonito Donaire the first time. Mauricio's in the ring. He tries to give him a diamond belt. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck. He didn't take it.
That was goated, bro.
Is this not the? Then what do I need with that? And you trying to give me that? You trying to give me that so that you could charge me every time I fight, and that's not even a real one. I want the real one. Y'all not gonna be charging me for every fight I have.
Look like Loma,
for real, right? So if Inoue had the understanding that I'm not taking that, right? Y'all fighters, you shouldn't let them give you an interim title. You know, Lester's a fucking idiot. He's from Guatemala. He probably never seen a TV before last year.
Lester's a molester.
Motherfucker was crying.
Yo, over. He
was crying. Mama, papa, soy campeón.
I forgot about
Soy
that.
campeón.
They probably told him he was the real champion.
Defeat is retarded, bro.
Nah, but dog, he's from Guatemala, bro. I don't even think they got fucking TVs down there, bro. So he doesn't know.
No, they have two.
They still got smoke signals and shit.
Right? So he doesn't. I don't expect Lester to understand that all they did was give you a belt to stay busy because if Canelo wins, you are not getting that fight. That's all that is. And you let them. Remember, originally they ordered them to have a rematch. That was the original order. Like, Lester, Mobili, you guys got to fight again. And you let them. You could see what the conversation was. We will give you the WBC interim. And he takes it, and he's happy. And he's from fucking Guatemala. He doesn't fucking know nothing.
Shit's gay, bro.
You got the WBC stay busy belt. I don't know how it's gay, but
shit, man.
it's something, bro.
Hey, he's like, mira ese W.
Right?
know what I
Like,
mean? You know what I mean?
The
Nigga, I mean,
participation
goddamn,
trophy
that's
now,
dumb.
bro. They rendered it meaningless now.
He's over
you,
there at the dinner table. Mira, ma, soy un campeón.
You know
so
what
I
I'm saying?
guess
Yeah.
so I guess the WBA, because the WBA said that they were gonna phase out all the. I guess they're gonna go back on that again. Then if they're gonna
Again?
let, they're gonna. Yeah, because if they don't have to do that, then it's WBA Super. We got the WBA Marco belt, the WBA
And
Jason belt. Like, yeah, we can have all
WBA
type of
All
WBA
within the
titles,
same weight
bro.
class.
Right?
Yeah, hey, but Jules, so what? So they're not gonna stop that shit? Them interim
No,
belts coming out like that?
no. They amended part of the act. They amended part of the act to allow the sanctioning bodies to, keep doing it. I don't know why. I don't even understand why. Like, yo, I was looking forward to that. Like, I was happy about that. But
it would be a big fuck you to Mauricio and the WBA.
I mean,
you
he
know,
still look a little
Yeah.
butthurt though. I seen him on that Sean Skittles video, and he's talking about Zuffa, and he just like because he was telling them like they're not showing the WBC, and he looked like he was kind of like bothered by it, but he was just saying he wasn't. He's just tired and move on, shit.
Yeah, but I mean, what I still want Dana to stick it to those guys because, like I said at the top of the show, look, whoever's providing the money, that's the boss. That's who's in charge. Not
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the sanctioning. No. You rely on the promoters to pay you. You rely on the promoters to pay you. You have it's so weird that with the practices that they have, they've allowed their belts to become sort of meaningless. See, that's the leverage that you had before. That having a belt used to mean something. Being a champion, it used to mean something. And because it meant something, people went after it. Whereas through your practices, you have caused your belts to not mean anything anymore. So Shakur doesn't give a fuck about going to Zuffa. It just, fuck it. Who cares? But as long as I'm getting paid, right? You guys did that. You caused your belts. Now they don't mean anything. You don't have the leverage that you had before. That at least before there was a status quo that the fighters were trying to keep. Whereas now they don't give a shit. And that's your fault. It's your fault. WBA super regular.
You're supposed to provide structure to the sport. You're not providing structure to the sport. So who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
That's why it irks me. It irks me when Eddie Hearn and the fans got to be like, oh, the history, the legacy. Man, fuck that. You know how many times a title has changed hands outside of the ring, and they just duplicate the shit 10 times over?
Exactly.
The history and the legacy. WBC is gonna award the winner of Lamont Roach and Zepeda a cock ring.
Yeah, they're no, and Mauricio's gonna slip it on for them. Mauricio's gonna slip it on.
Cinderella.
He's gonna say, hold on. First you put in the shaft, and then you pop in both balls.
You know what I'm saying? But honestly, but honestly, yeah, that like the history is important. Of course it is. Like, yeah, all that stuff is important. But at this point, dog, like you gave David a belt for doing nothing at 175. For doing nothing. We was about to get Opataya versus McKalian. Now we about to get a 75, 80. This is what's fucking the game up. They're like, yeah, nobody want to see David do that. If Jai would have fought Noel, it would have been on Paramount, and we wouldn't have had to pay nothing. It would have been on Paramount. We wouldn't have to pay nothing. You telling us now to see David fight that same dude. Oh, we got to pay. Yeah, that's, you fucking the game up.
Because the sanctioning bodies are not acting as a neutral party.
Yeah, at this point, I'm okay with losing. I like the idea of the sanctioning bodies, but at this point, I'm okay if they go under. Look where Showtime is at right now, and all the history it had.
Yeah,
No,
like look,
that's
look.
such a
I don't give a
honest
fuck
to
who
God,
the
that's a
fuck the
good
belts
point.
come from. I don't care what their name is, what they
they're
sanction.
fucking owned by
As long
Andre
as we
Ward. All
get
that
good
fucking
fights,
history.
bro.
Not
Like,
for nothing. Not for
shit.
nothing. Undefeated really hit the net because that was 37 years of boxing, fellas. Verdad?
Yeah,
37
Mike
years.
Tyson.
Mike Tyson, bro.
Yep.
And
Now
you
it's
think
all
about
owned
it.
by Andre Ward.
No, pero mira que the thing is, look at how fast we all forgot. After it happened, that like, yeah, Showtime's out of boxing, and that's just the reality that we in now. And before that, country will remember ABC's Wide World of Boxing. That used to be a stable.
Wide World of Sports, yeah.
Wide World of Sports, and now it's just some shit from the past, bro. So you
I
know,
just saw a fight between Frankie Randall and this guy Edwin Rosario, and that shit was on
Oh
NBC.
shit.
Like I like the fact that there's four. There could possibly be four champions at the same time, same division, where they all fight each other. But that shit don't happen
yeah,
Nope.
at all.
look at
Yeah,
fucking
bro, but we're
featherweight, bro.
talking about
Yeah,
4
20.
champions in one sanctioning body. Think about it. Interim,
Yeah,
regular, super, diamond. That's 4 dudes holding 4 belts in one like get the fuck out of there, bro.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous, man.
there's just no
everyone wants their
purpose
own kingdom to rule.
Every
that
weight
they
class
basically.
need a tournament, man.
The other thing is, though, what you guys don't understand about your species and every system that you try to make, including this one, is they're all doomed to fail. Empires were made to fall. Like they were. They were made to fall.
Yeah.
You guys had a great run, sanctioning bodies. You had a great run. But this, it
Pero
fell.
I got him.
Because you
Shout
got
out to
greedy,
America.
though.
We're 250 years in.
And
Yo,
then,
man.
like, I'm thinking about this fat fuck Mauricio. Like, the audacity when he was crying that he didn't get, like, a sweep to the
Yeah.
Canelo and Crawford.
Pero ¿quién tiene la culpa? ¿Quién tiene la culpa? That's the fighters. That's the fighters' fault that he's like that. If y'all would stop going that route and letting this fat bitch get 3% out your purse, I guarantee you'll start behaving yourself. But you let your managers, you let your promoters convince you, nah, we're gonna take you to WBC route. Y'all the ones, the moment that the fighters realize, y'all have the power, they need your 3%. If you take it from them, they got to do what you say. You got to take the power from them. But the fighters don't know. The fighters think that, the WBC is the sanctioning bodies is in charge. No, they're not.
They got Stockholm syndrome.
Whoever has the money is in charge, and you have the fucking money. You supposed to tell them what to do.
Yep.
I like
You
what
attract the
Canelo
ticket sales, not them.
I like what Canelo did, what Crawford did, and what Shakur did. Even though I don't like Shakur, like they,
No, but
like,
you
man,
gotta
fuck
respect
outta
it, like
here.
because it
Yeah.
is extortion. It is like it is extortion. Like, bro, we not fighting for that belt. We not fighting for your belt. We fighting for the brown one. How the fuck I gotta pay for the brown one and the green one? That's crazy.
100,000? No, suck dick 100 times, bro. Fuck.
And Mauricio say that shit like, yo, dog, 100 G's is 100 G's. It's people right now with jobs in this country that will work this whole year that do not make 100 G's. So don't act like that's a little bit of money. That's not a little bit of money you asking for, bro. That's not a little bit of 100 G's. And for what? For what? For what exactly do I got to give you that for?
Well, our belt appeared in the fight when you came to the ring with the belt, so I think we should get 100,000 for the belt. I don't know why he's
It's for the fighters.
That shit is crazy. Like, nah, I mean they were right to do it. And
you know what's crazy? The way it's going now, the trajectory of everything, digital media and shit. Like, we're gonna be 15, 20 years from now, in our late 50s, early 60s. We're gonna be on here talking about, all right, y'all. So let's compare so and so and so and so, and we're gonna say from the sanctioning body era of boxing. You know what I mean? We're gonna say that one day. Like, that's just gonna go away, bro.
Maybe
it's gonna go away.
Because the thing is, if you go back far enough, like if you go back to like the 20s and the 30s era of boxing, there was no WBC. There literally was not. There was no WBC. There was no WBO. There was no IBF. There was the NABA and other belts like that. That's just highlighting that, look, things can change dramatically if enough time passes. They can change dramatically. If you would have told people 30 years ago, yo, HBO boxing is not going to be a thing, they wouldn't have believed you. They would not have believed you.
Show me something. Hey, show me something that stayed the same across 2 or more decades.
Well, Sanaa Lathan stayed the same, and she fine.
Prostitution.
Yo, if you would have told somebody 10 years ago that Floyd would have been broke,
the M250 caliber machine gun.
No, you gotta let people talk, Alex. You gotta let people talk. So I see, Undefeated told a joke and I didn't get the laugh. Now I gotta smoke. See,
damn,
it's fucking bullshit.
Go ahead, Undefeated. Go ahead. What you got?
I can't say it again, bro. It won't be fun.
The moment's over. Alex.
He said, I can't say it again, bro. The moment has passed, bro. We fucked it up. Yeah.
Fuck you, country.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's a good start.
On your best day in a negligee and high heels, bitch.
Damn.
I didn't even hear all of that.
He said, I'll put you in fucking high heels again.
Stilettos this time, damn it.
Damn.
Hey, so who y'all got this weekend? Roach or Zepeda?
I got Zepeda, bro.
I got Zepeda stopping him.
Yeah.
I
think
mean, I don't know, man. I can't pick Lamont, bro. That motherfucker, like I said, man, he be coming up short like a roach to a blunt. This is 2 times in a row he's gotten draw. I can't.
Watch him. Watch that guy get his 3rd draw in a row, bro.
Bro,
Yo, what the fuck,
bro? You gotta get tired. That happens, yo. Get out of the box.
That might be a fucking world record.
If I'm Roach, I'm coming out the ring and I'm bitch slapping the judges, bro. I need to knock
for
him out.
real.
Dead ass.
I don't want
Just to start off the fight.
ruin it. I don't
Just
want to
fight the
ruin it.
judges.
But,
Y'all think it's a game?
I don't want to ruin it, but
the big question
I
is
hope
how well
fucking
does
Roach makes weight, bro.
How well does Roach handle pressure though? That's the big question.
He didn't handle it too good with Pitbull. That's Pitbull, you know.
I think nah. He's more effective than Pitbull, so yeah, Roach gonna be struggling, bro. Yeah, I got Zepeda.
Zepeda ain't falling here though.
At the risk of doing another Jason prediction, yeah, I got Zepeda with this one too.
Yeah, I mean, even though he ain't fought in a year, Zepeda, bro, that shit's in his fucking bone and sinew, bro. Like that's what he was born to do. Like he does it naturally. Like I'm not worried about the time off.
But no, seriously,
You know, I give Roach props for taking this fight.
Man. Like Roach gonna kill a motherfucker if they do another draw. Like that's Oh nah.
I don't think Roach can time him like Shakur was doing.
No, he a counterpuncher though. So
but does he have the power?
Nowhere near the level of fucking Shakur, bro. Nowhere near.
No, I think he might push a little.
Like I mean, I don't see it being a wash. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying Zepeda washes him, but I think he beats him comfortably and maybe even stops him. Yeah.
I mean, I guess what you're saying, it's not gonna be a wash, but I don't know if it's gonna be particularly close either. Like,
yeah.
I'm literally trying to see what Roach can even do.
Yeah, like with Zepeda's tenacity and the way he moves his head while he throws punches, like nobody else would have survived Shakur the way he did. You know what I mean? Like Shakur is just an exceptional talent. That dude's special. He's different. Like that's it. Like
when you can stay awake.
Nah. Yeah, he's not. Nah. Like
no,
I'm not
I
even.
know he is. I'm not
even, like I don't even have a doubt in this fight. Like usually, sometimes I'm like, y'all know me. I'm like the, devil's advocate guy. But like in this one, like I have no doubts. Like I'm not even. Zepeda's guy.
I mean, I'm not. Don't get it twisted. I'm not comparing Lamont to Roach to Shakur Stevenson. I'm just saying I don't think he's capable of timing him in between the punches like Shakur was doing to Zepeda when they fought.
Yeah, no, he won't. Exactly. Yeah, no, he's not. I don't see that.
Oh man.
Hey man, what are they saying? Football? Any given Sunday?
Yeah, that's all.
Saturday, I guess. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you never know.
But I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if either one beat the other. That's how.
Yeah, I try not to use that one though. Unless I really, really feel it. But like, I kind of feel comfortable on this pick. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. What y'all think about fucking Fulton, man? Missing weight for a second time, bro.
Fucking what the fuck? That nigga irrelevant, man.
Fucking queer.
I don't think about him at all.
Right? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
the thing is that he tweeted a pic a couple of months ago where he was like 170, and he was like, "What weight do I?" He was being sarcastic. What weight should I fight at? Like, bro, what the fuck? 40 pounds, bro.
If he's not taking his career seriously, why should I?
Typical American, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like the writing was on the wall when he said that. You know what I mean? Like he was like trying to let us know some shit. Like, all right, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. He probably had to eat it this morning, considering that it's a fucking anniversary of him getting whipped by Louis.
That's a PBC fighter, bro.
No, Fulton fucked up his career when he was offered to base his career out of Japan, because that's where all the big name fighters where his size were at. And he said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I told you he wanted to come back to Philly to all them bitches that look like Beanie Siegel.
You know
That's
what I
where
mean?
he want to be at. He could have been over there with
Bro,
the cute
including Greg
joints.
Hackett.
Fulton like to fuck bitches that grunt.
Am I lying?
For real. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
Fulton like them bitches that grunt when they fuck.
But
Yeah.
no, seriously though, I was. God damn it!
He don't want a bitch that make anime noises.
He said that bitches that grunt.
Oh, Nietzsche.
They be like,
What the fuck?
like what the
But Car-
fuck?
Shit is. Oh.
Who more like an Asian blade?
But
You know what I'm
no,
saying? Shit is
Car-
crazy.
Yeah,
No,
take
I was-
that shit.
I was
Yeah.
I was watching a Cardenas interview, and he was talking about the before and after the Inoue fight, how no one knew he was, and then after Inoue, he went back to Japan just to be there, go do shit. People were asking for autographs all the time. You could have had that, Fulton. You could have.
I mean,
been a big
because
name there.
boxers are still superstars over there. Is basically what it is. That's how you know it's a fertile environment for boxing. In other words, you know that's how you know that there's fan participation. Whereas here, fucking Fulton could walk down the middle of Broadway, nobody would know who the fuck he is, bro. They probably throw change at the motherfucker. Like you fucked up, bro. Get undefeated.
No, I'm saying goddamn what you said.
No,
Nah,
yeah,
Fulton, Fulton is huge in the Waffle Houses down here.
Waffle Houses in Philly, right?
I mean, after missing weight, he's probably huge everywhere he is.
No, I mean, I think that I really think his career is over. I really think his career is over. Like you can't go to 40, bro. You'll get killed up there. You can't go to you can't like, bro. Who would you beat at 40, bro? Everybody too big for you. Your career over, bro. But you know, hey, fuck it.
I don't even
Rain,
think
who
he
you
cares.
edging in Zapata rope?
I got Zepeda knockout.
Damn.
No, not to like. You know, I don't bullshit. I don't bullshit. I don't beat around the bush. I think he's on Peds. And with the Peds and the volume of punches, my main thing is just go watch the first 4 rounds of Roach and Isak. Pitbull was getting his ass out the gate. He was getting his ass in the 3rd round. He knocked him down. He was hurting him. I think Zepeda's way better than Pitbull. I don't think you going. I don't think you're gonna be able to. I don't think he's gonna be able to catch up to him. Like, nah, he's gonna wear you down. He's gonna wear you down. Your whole shit is you want to work off the counter. You want to catch him in between. Easier said than done, bro. Easier said than done. And you don't hit hard. Like I don't think you hit hard enough to hurt this guy. I don't. So I got Zepeda late knockout.
I don't know yet, man. I'm gonna wait till
Jules.
Garrett.
Hey, Jules. Tell me, am I not the only one that heard this? I heard Mauricio Suleiman telling Sean Zentel. He told him, Ryan got the shot at the WBC title because they felt sorry for him and he was their friend, and then everybody turned their back on him. And he said the same thing happened to Conor Benn. Everybody turned their back on him. I was like, Eddie went to bat for Conor Benn, and this is what he said. And I was like, I'm bugging out. I know he's man cannot be saying this shit, but that's
No,
what I
he
heard
said
him
that
say.
shit.
You heard him say that?
He said that shit. He said that, and he said that. Well, you see that he won, so we was right. I remember that he said that. He said all that shit. But what the shit is? The shit is if you look, this is simple. If you a fighter and you heard him say that shit, you see, and you ain't even gotta hear him say the shit. If you in the top 10 or the top 20 and you see that Ryan out the clear blue sky gets a title shot. You see that Conor Benn, who hasn't fought as a welterweight in 4 years, meanwhile you fighting in eliminators. You got the WBC, I don't know, the WBC fucking cockweight, but whatever, right? And you seeing consistently that other people are getting the opportunities ahead of you. If you keep paying them, it ain't even their fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. To be in them ranks, you got to kick out 3% of your purse. To be in them ranks. You paying them for nothing. You paying them to be ranked, but you're never going to get that belt. Pacquiao got a shot before Sissoko. Ryan got a shot before Sissoko. Conor Ben got a shot before Sissoko. Meanwhile,
I'll get a
Sissoko,
shot before Sissoko.
right? But you fought in the
You're not getting
eliminator.
it. Yeah.
And you fought in the eliminator, you won the eliminator, and for it to even be an eliminator, what'd you have to do? You had to pay them. So if you keep paying them, any of y'all in the top 10, the top 15, top 20, top whatever, if y'all still paying these people, it ain't even their fault anymore. It's your fucking fault because
Jules,
by now everybody knows.
It's like watching.
I mean, does that shit not leave them open up to lawsuit though?
No, because see, the reason it doesn't is because the moment you go that route, their bylaws empower them to make those decisions. So it's the equivalent of you can't play their game and lose and then get mad. You should have never been playing their game. You should have went to the WBO. You should have went to the IBF. With them, you're going to get your shot. You're going to get it. But if you go to WBC or the WBA, which is basically the same fucking thing, if you play that game, you leave it up to them to decide whether or not you even get a shot. That's why Mauricio could sit there with a straight face and say that shit on camera, and nobody could do nothing about it because y'all the ones who want to go this route. Have y'all not heard enough about these people? Y'all haven't heard?
No, Jules,
okay.
It's like watching an abusive relationship from the outside. At a certain point, you stop feeling sorry for the bitch. Like you the one staying there.
Sissoko has been fighting in those eliminators by my count for at least 4 years. You literally saw Manny Pacquiao, who was retired for 3 years, come out of retirement and get a shot. Ryan, who was literally not ranked by the WBC because of the racist tirade, he got a shot before you. He did. Now, Conor pops for Peds, same as Ryan, hasn't fought as a welterweight in 4 years. He gets a shot before you. Not just Sissoko. Everybody behind Conor, that's all 20 guys or all 25. If you're still paying these people, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, it's your fault. All y'all 3% that they get from all of y'all, all that shit adds up, and all of y'all are paying them to fuck y'all over because that's the backbone of the WBC. That even when you don't have a big name to fight for the belt, because, for a while they didn't. They only had Mario Barrios. So even when you don't have a big name to fight for the belt, the backbone of the company is all these morons that are fighting in these fights, letting them take 3%. That shit adds up. If you have 2 fights in a year, or 3 fights in a year, well, that's 3 times they took money from you. It's 3 times.
Who are the biggest WBC marquee value fighters right now?
Ryan is definitely one of them. You could say that Usyk was because of Turkey's purses.
Yeah.
That because of Turkey, like what Turkey was paying that guy, they was getting buku dollars out of him.
In a way.
Inoue, definitely, definitely. Those are the biggest ones. Ryan, Inoue, and Usyk. Just because of the size of their purses. That's how you know the size of their purses. But everybody else, it doesn't make sense for you to keep going that route. And if this is your job, this is what you do for a living, and you're not paying attention, you know what? Okay, you're a fighter. You focus on fighting and your drills and your training. Your manager should be focused on it, though. What are you paying them for? It's like what Rick Glacier said about Keyshawn earlier today, so you're paying Jay Prince 30% out of your purse to not listen to him? Then why are you paying him? Jay Prince told him, take the 3. Keyshawn didn't want to take the 3. No, I'm going to hold out. Okay, so you're giving this guy 30% out of your fight purse so that you don't listen to him. Then what are you paying him for? Fighters, it's going to sound fucked up, but these fighters are idiots. And that's smart.
They wouldn't be fighters if they weren't idiots.
Yeah, to be fair, these guys are getting punched in the face for a living. I don't.
No, I'm not hating, but that's why. No, but see, that's why you can't leave the business to them. All these bleeding hearts, all these fucking idiots that think no, the fighters can't come first because the fighters are idiots. Most of the time, not all of them, but most of them are fucking idiots.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, yeah.
So you can't leave the business to them. That's what they want. Doesn't make sense. But that's why, because they're fucking idiots. Now, on that note, gentlemen, I'm going to sleep. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Night, y'all.
Smile at you.